source of blackberry weather observations. We're at a forecasting site. And we've made it up into the hills a little later than expected. Look, I'm looking over here. I gotta look at the camera. A little later than expected. I don't know why. There was a lot of farting around down at the truck. It seemed like we parked, and it was 20-25 minutes before we started hiking in. So we actually got to our spot after shooting light. One other hunter has walked right through. He's gone that way. He said, okay. He asked if we were staying or moving. I said we were staying for a little while. He said, okay, he's moving. He's going that way. Yogi and Jimmer are down the hill a little bit. Yar's over that way a little bit. I'm up here. There's a ton of elk tracks up here. But, you know, I think they come through a little later here. It's someplace they just passed through, it looks like. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. No. Okay, day 2 of the hunt. Day 1 was a total bust. We froze. We froze. Now day 2, we're breaking up a little bit more into some more separate groups. I think 3 groups. Jimmer and Yar, we're dropping them off here. We're dropping them off here because we know there's no elk here, so there's no point in them going anywhere. There's elk. And then Yogi and I are going to go to the other end of this little place where we know there's no elk. And Yogi's going to sit while Jimmer and Yar drive the elk across. Now, the problem will be that they'll probably start driving before he even makes it to the other end. So we'll probably have to have some sort of a radio check before, because I know the radios will go, it's only like 2 miles. We had to apply for FCC licenses to use the 2-mile versions. We all have our FCC licenses, right? Yes. Check. I have my number stored in my phone. So in case a federal communications agent stops me in the field and says, why are you using the GMRS band and not the FRS band? I can say, my FCC licenses.
I have 2 FCC licenses.
Yogi has 2 FCC licenses.
FCC
Would you like
license?
to tell us why? Shh, you have one.
Because I have my amateur radio license.
Nerd! Okay. Yeah, today is much warmer, so we're not going to freeze. Yesterday was horrible. The hot time that we were out, it was 20. Like we started out, it was 10, and it didn't get a lot warmer. All right, later. Now I'm out on the state trust land. The nice thing about the state trust land is that the timber is not super dense when you look at it. Yeah. There's trees. There's not a whole lot of stuff down. I got a little clearing here, little baby aspens. There's no sign of elk anywhere near here. Last year there was more. Well, this spot I haven't been in before. But we decided yesterday we really got tired out because it was cold. I don't know. When it's cold, you shiver the whole day and it just makes you really tired. I was dying. We left the cabin at 5. We got back to the truck at noon, and I don't know, I took like a 3-hour nap, and then we all went to bed at 8. I was so tired and cold. It was, sitting still in 10-degree weather isn't any fun. The wind wasn't too bad, but it picked up a little. And then we went into the dense timber, and up there it's dense. Just, you can't make it 20 feet without climbing over stuff. You can't see anything. Found a lot of elk sign up there, but no elk. A bunch of other hunters. Here, no elk sign. I've seen a bunch of deer. I've seen some deer tracks and rabbits, but no elk. Last year, there was definitely elk here because somebody shot one on opening day. None of our people, but somebody. So we'll keep looking. I ditched the other folks because I wanted some peace and quiet today. And I'm just sitting here. There's no elk here. I'm just sitting here right now. So we got a bunch of elk tracks here. It's 2 animals. Or else one animal likes to walk around both sides of a tree. Been following it for a while. I've seen some fresh poop. these tracks aren't super fresh. I don't expect to find an elk at the other end, but what I'm hoping is maybe you find a bedding area or something. Someplace where an elk might be next year, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what else to do. I hope you're not watching this to learn how to hunt, because that would be wrong. You see, this is why I say there's two elk. You got tracks here, go there, got tracks here, go here, and right here in the middle is something that I'm pretty sure no elk is going to step over. So two elks. I have to talk quietly because in hunting videos they talk quietly, even though we're nowhere near any elk, because you can smell them. Though the wind, I'm kind of walking perpendicular to the wind, which is good. At least the wind's not blowing me directly in the direction of the footprints, but you know, maybe I'll find something. Chances are low. Well, I've been tracking those elk for an hour and a half now, and they decided to jump into a different land. So they were in state trust, in Colorado state trust land, and then they went into federal BLM land. I can hunt them both. The problem being there's a barbed wire fence in between the two, and they just hopped over the barbed wire fence, which I, in my advanced age, can't do anymore. So I've walked upstream from them a ways, and I found this wonderful section here where these two giant trees have fallen down over the barbed wire fence. So you can see barbed wire fence, you know, comes right down here. So I can cross there. Now the problem is, if you guys can see, it's dense and there's just a lot of down timber, and that stuff is tough to walk through, and really impossible to walk through without making a ton of noise. So there's a bunch of tracks over here. Unfortunately, they're deer tracks. Now, there were a bunch of elk beds not too far up this fence last year when we were hunting. There's a lot of fresh sign. Look at that. I think that's my wind indicator. So I'm gonna walk up this way. The state trust land, for some reason, doesn't have as much down timber. I don't know if they take care of it or what. There's also a ton more aspen on the state side than on the federal side, at least where I am. Well, we'll see. Not an elk. That is a deer, but it's looking right at me. Apparently I'm too noisy. Deer are pretty stupid. If I had a deer tag, a doe tag, well, that would be an easy shot. It's like 50 yards. But I don't have a deer tag or a doe tag or any kind of deer tag. I only have either sex elk. I'll be damned if I can find an elk around here. Okay, believe it or not, that's a different doe. Right there. See if I can zoom in. I'm on my maximum zoom. Right there in the middle of the picture. Between those trees. This would be a harder shot because there's branches and stuff, and it's from the front. Not a good shot, but still. It's a doe. There's a lot of deer tracks around here. There's a lot of fresh deer. I just have not picked up any elk up here. I did down farther towards the road. I'm heading back that way, but really, they don't hang out by the road, so that's going to be like a lot of downhill followed by a lot of more uphill. Alright, here they are, folks. Elk tracks. Finally. Big ones going right along there. They look fairly fresh. I'm supposed to meet up with my hunting party in an hour. I'm about a half-hour walk. Probably back to the truck. So I've got a half-hour to catch this guy. Chances are 0. This is a beautiful little overlook. I've got a log I can sit on here. Nice aspen trees. Down on the side of a slope where people don't like to go. Got thick forest over here. It's not bad. The only downside I see is there's a lot of berry bushes. See? Got lots of blueberries on this. We got red berries over there. Which means I'm gonna have to walk around and look for bear poop. Make sure I don't get et by a bear or if I'm sitting here for too long. Okay, that should be okay. Bears around here aren't that scary. They're a little scary. I mean, you don't want to get killed by one. But black bears, they're less aggressive than grizzlies. Okay. Now I gotta shoot that whole thing over again because my camera person isn't as good as it could be.
Bleep.
So I don't own these things because we've covered it before. I'm not a Democrat. But we've got a lot of time here at the truck because Yar got lost somewhere over there.
0.3 miles.
0.3 miles. 10 minutes ago she was 0.4 miles, so she's not. I don't know. I think you can walk from this corner to that corner in about 20 minutes if you hustle. And she's the young mountain climbing person. So I've learned in the last video.
That's
If
wrong.
I can do this right. That's wrong. That's wrong.
He didn't learn
Normally I just
anything.
stick my hand through and I grab this, right? And that's wrong. Okay.
Come up from the bottom.
I got to come up from the bottom
There you go.
and then like this.
Yes.
I come up from the bottom and then like that. All right. So we got like little trigger things. These are very fancy. This one. So it can be wobbly. Okay. And now this is like cross country skiing. Right? I got to get it open.
Except for if you're skiing and you hold your poles like that, you probably break your thumb, but that's okay.
I've skied,
Sure you have.
but I don't fucking put my I don't put my thumb over like this. No.
Bleep.
Yeah, because you break your thumb.
Okay. Because I felt like you should go like this, with this and the foot at the same time, like this. Dark. Because I think that's how Democrats walk when I look at them, right? Apparently, it's like this. Oh, I got a slope here. Yeah. Jesus. All right. I must say, yesterday I was up on a much steeper slope than this, because this isn't a slope at all. And I used one of these, and I used it wrong, and it was fine. I didn't have two, though. I didn't do it two. Anyway, it's just, I don't know. You sure this isn't it? This feels like it to me. This feels like the way you'd use these. Look.
Believe it or not, folks, he has not been drinking. I know
gotta-
it looks like he has, but this is Cherkyb in his finest form.
What I am is I'm oxygen starved. Because we're at higher altitude than normal. That's why all the best comedy comes from Colorado. All the 420 stuff. We're gonna have to send out a search party, you think?
She's about 0.2 miles out, probably.
Not yet.
Not yet. I saw lots of doe. It was good. I shot them on video. 4 of them, I think. The other 2 got away. Oh, I'm all winded from that. That's a lot of work. I think I could have walked in the circle without these and not been so winded.
Dork.
Oh, there's berries here. Should I eat these?
Yes, you should.
They look like little crab apples. Bear food. And there's berries too. What if I don't keep them in sync? And I like I'm a little baby foal that's just born. I'm not sure. These are for me. I'm not. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't upload this video because we only get 10 minutes of upload a month. Maybe I can render it and upload it from my phone. I don't know if I can upload it.
You have time?
Yeah, up on the mountain here, there's lots of 4G. Unlike at the cabin where there's nothing
That's not true.
but satellite,
It's satellite.
metered satellite. Where
I didn't know you were going to run us out of all our data.
I didn't know you only had 1 gig of data a month.
No, I have 20 gig.
Whatever.
Gene used the other 19 before we got there.
I only used like 3 gigs. Alright, that's probably a Cherkyb whether or not Your best. Oh, I didn't even talk about the weather though today. That's nice. What would you say the temperature is?
55.
55?
Sure. Maybe 50.
It's pretty warm. When it was a little too hot, I had to take my gloves off and never wore my jacket. Went to the thinner hat. But then I got over on the side of a mountain and it was cold. It was windy. Alright, Cherkyb Weather or Not. Your best source in blog-worthy weather observations. We're not a forecasting site. Out.